Hey explorers, it's Justin again. I'd like you to meet my friend Lauren. She's preparing to open up her own coffee shop. But even though Lauren makes the perfect cinnamon cappuccino, she's no expert on economics. As economic geographers, she needs us to help her figure out the economic activities involved in her business. Economic activities are the jobs and industries involved in producing, selling, and using goods and services. In the coffee industry, these activities range from farmers who grow coffee beans to the baristas who will sell coffee in Lauren's shop. To help Lauren, we'll need to explore the levels of economic activities that keep the coffee industry buzzing, the factors that impact what economic activities are possible in a region, and how economic activities connect Lauren to the global economy. Let's get into it. Before we can help Lauren, we need to understand the four levels of economic activity: primary, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary. These levels describe the different jobs and industries involved in bringing goods from raw materials to finished products. Plus, they describe the jobs and industries involved in developing, designing, advertising, and selling goods and services. It all starts with primary activities, which involve extracting natural resources directly from the earth. This includes things like farming, fishing, mining, or logging. Can you think of some primary activities that'll support Lauren's business? Lauren's famous cappuccino all starts with the farms that grow and harvest coffee beans. But that's not all. Lauren's coffee shop will rely on many other primary activities, from the loggers that cut the wood for her furniture to the metals used in the computers she'll take payments on. Next are secondary activities, which take raw materials and transform them into finished products. This could mean anything from making furniture from wood to assembling cars from metal, or even roasting and packaging coffee beans to sell to coffee shops. While primary and secondary activities are all about extracting resources and turning them into finished products, tertiary activities provide goods or services directly to consumers. Think of retail stores, delivery services, tourism, healthcare, and even entertainment. What makes Lauren's coffee shop a tertiary activity? Lauren's shop is the place where consumers, like you and me, directly access and purchase coffee. The tertiary level connects products to the people who use them. Finally, we have quaternary activities. This level is all about knowledge and innovation, analyzing data, conducting research, and creating new technologies to improve industries. This includes things like education, software development, marketing, or banking. What quaternary activities could be involved in Lauren's business? Lauren might rely on marketing experts to help her create ads that attract new customers, banking to secure loans or manage her finances, and more. So Lauren depends on all four levels of economic activity to keep her coffee brewing. But will all of these activities be available in her city? Lauren wants to support her local economy by using products and services only from her own community. But not every place has access to all four levels of economic activities. Different regions offer different economic opportunities depending on three main factors: location, infrastructure, and population. Check out this photo of Lauren's city. What economic activities do you think are dominant here? And which ones might not be possible? We could figure it out together by examining factors that impact the economic possibilities of a particular place. First up, location. A place's climate and access to natural resources shape what kinds of industries can thrive there. Lawrence City is located in an urban center with no farmland or forests nearby, so primary activities like agriculture are probably rare. Lauren will likely have to get her coffee beans from another region where agriculture is a major industry. And with very limited space in Lawrence City, there might not be a local factory that processes coffee beans. So Lauren might also have to rely on other regions for this secondary activity. This brings us to our next factor, infrastructure. Being in a big city means Lauren's shop is probably located near major highways, railroads, and airports. So even though there aren't any local coffee bean farms or processing facilities, her proximity to transportation networks means Lauren can easily receive the goods she'll need from other regions. Transportation infrastructure allows tertiary activities to thrive, even in places where secondary or primary activities can't. In Lauren's large city, there are a lot of tertiary activities going on: retail stores, entertainment centers, restaurants, and many other service based industries. Think about our next factor, population. Why might the population size of a place determine whether tertiary activities can thrive there? Population plays a huge role in shaping a region's tertiary and quaternary activities. In rural areas where populations aren't as big, there's less demand for service based industries. But in Lawrence City, the large population creates demand for all kinds of services. It provides more customers for businesses to sell to and a bigger workforce to hire employees from. But it's not just about numbers, it's also about the skills and education of the population. Urban areas often have a diverse workforce, including highly skilled professionals. This is why quaternary activities like marketing, tech innovation, and financial services often thrive in big cities. So, let's recap. To support her business, Lauren will probably be able to access many of the tertiary and quaternary activities she'll rely on within her city. But the primary and secondary activities will likely take place somewhere else. We've seen how a place's location, infrastructure, and population can impact its economic possibilities, but these factors don't dictate everything. While quaternary activities are more common in cities, they can happen in rural areas too. And primary activities can take place in cities if the location and resources allow for it. But what happens when industries or businesses like Lauren's rely on economic activities that aren't locally available? Since Lauren can't access everything she needs to run her business from her local community, she'll have to rely on economic activities in other regions. Think back to what we learned about the global supply chain and consider the economic activities involved in getting coffee beans from farms to Lauren's customers. How does Lauren's business rely on the global supply chain to serve its customers? Since coffee beans aren't locally available, Lauren will likely purchase them from a country like Ethiopia, where the climate does support coffee farming. Those beans might then be sent to a factory in another country, like Switzerland, where they're roasted, processed, and packaged. From there, they are transported to a distribution center and shipped out to Lauren's coffee shop. The coffee industry shows us how differences in economic activities across regions leads to globalization. Each region specializes in what it does best. Tropical areas focus on farming coffee beans, industrial hubs handle roasting and packaging, and urban centers like Lawrence City provide services and sell the finished product. This specialization means regions don't have to do everything themselves. Instead, they trade and connect through a global network. What might be some benefits and challenges of being part of the global economy? Globalization allows businesses like Lauren's to thrive by accessing resources, skills, and products from other regions. At the same time, it creates opportunities and jobs for people across the supply chain. But being part of the global economy also comes with challenges. Supply chains can be disrupted by things like weather, trade restrictions, or transportation delays, which could affect Lauren's ability to get the products she needs. Transporting goods across long distances also impacts the environment, contributing to carbon emissions. Plus, not all regions benefit equally from globalization. Workers in primary activities often earn less than those involved in quaternary activities like marketing or technology. This imbalance can sometimes create economic inequality between regions. As economic geographers, understanding these benefits and challenges is crucial. Throughout the rest of this unit, we'll be delving deeper into these impacts and what's being done to ensure our globalized economy remains fair and sustainable. Economic activities are deeply interconnected, building on one another from extracting natural resources in primary activities to transforming them to finished products in secondary activities, providing goods and services through tertiary activities, and driving innovation in quaternary activities. Location, infrastructure, and population shape local industries, while regional differences drive globalization. This creates opportunities for trade, but also challenges like inequality and environmental impacts. By understanding these connections, we see how Lauren's coffee shop fits into a much larger global system. Keep exploring. I think we're becoming excellent economic geographers already. See you next time. Hey.